Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the second half of March, excuse me, 2020. I'm going to be using the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and then I will pull a tarot spread. So let's pull an oracle first. Messages for Scorpio for the second part of March. What insights can we offer Scorpio? Holy Sisters. That is a card that has come up before for another sign. I think it was Virgo. I'll read the first paragraph of this message, number 19, and then I'll screenshot the rest because it's a very lengthy passage and you can read it. You can pause the video and read it in your own time if you would like to. See, it's pretty long. So number 19 says, I am bringing you the gift of kindred spirits. These are helpful friends for your life journey. You have the power to help others and are worthy of being helped too. You are a keeper of the wisdom of the heart, and you understand that there is no need for competition or comparison. There is more than enough for all to experience abundance of blessings. You know that when true spiritual success comes for one, the resources available for all only increase. Enjoy the sacred connections that I am sending your way. Nourish and be nourished as you gather in my name. And a little bit of the message is, you are one of a kind. The way you share yourself with the world is particular to you. You have a path to walk this lifetime that is solely your own. You may meet others encountering similar issues at times, and yet your own path will never be exactly the same as anyone else's. The type of frequency you hold is as an individual as your fingertips. That uniqueness cannot ever be taken from you, co-opted by another, or compromised in any way. There's also a healing process at the end that we can read after we do the tarot spread. Actually, I'm going to keep that out, put it there. What additional messages do we have for Scorpio for the second half of March, please? Cards are a little excited. Four of Cups. It's too many cards. So a similar message came out for, again, another sign. I don't remember which one. Might have been Taurus, another earth sign. So Scorpio, with the Four of Cups, in that reading, we talked about how we've been asked to look at our patterns and where we've grown comfortable, and how maybe we've been going through the motions or not wanting to break out of a routine, and at one point maybe this path that we were on served us, and we were excited about, and it served us. But now we're just sort of going through the motions, and it's become comfortable. And Spirit comes along with this Fourth Cup. So the Four of Cups for me is abundance. It's having more than enough. And Spirit comes along with a Fourth Cup to offer you, and it's a different path than you perhaps would want to take because you're very comfortable in where you're at. So the Four of Cups is sort of it's sort of not really being interested, wanting to stay in that comfort zone, sort of seeing that path that is available to you. It's another way to go, and sort of turning it down or not being interested because we're so comfortable where we're at. And comfort isn't always a good thing. You know, it's like there's this cup floating there, waiting for you to take it, waiting for you to explore it. So let's put it back and get some more messages for Scorpio. Three of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. The High Priestess. The Ten of Swords, and the Three of Swords. And we have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. As a water sign, Scorpio, you could be identifying with the High Priestess and the Moon. Although for me, the Moon is Pisces. And so is the High Priestess. We also have 3 threes, which is interesting. You might want to look up the meaning of having 3 threes. Could be significance in that. I know that 3s are creativity, very powerful number. We also have 2 6s. These cards seem to be mirroring each other. We have the 3 to the 6 of Wands and the 3 to the 6 of Pentacles. And if we wanted to continue that story and try to find a connection between the High Priestess and the 10 of Swords. So we see the 3, which is seeing a ship coming in. And then we jump to the 6 of Wands, which is success. So the ships have definitely come in. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is being recognized for your work. And then the 6 of Pentacles, which is sort of like that payout. It's the equal give and take. So you're putting in the work and then you get a return on whatever work that you've been doing here. So then if we continue that with the High Priestess and the 10 of Swords, there's some turning inward and asking yourself for guidance, or to see what patterns maybe serve you and don't serve you any longer. And then we jump to the 10 of Swords, which is putting an end to something that does not serve you anymore. So we have the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords, to me, especially in this reading, is reading very much like a self-imposed. It doesn't have anything to do with, or may not have anything to do with, another person or love triangle or separation or anything like that. For me, the 3 of Swords is having these patterns, these belief systems that no longer serve us. These belief systems, in the traditional tarot, you see the 3 of Swords piercing the heart. And the 3 of Swords, if each one of these swords is a thought pattern or a belief system, they pierce the heart because they hurt the heart, and because the heart wants to expand. The heart doesn't know any limiting belief systems. These swords are objects of the mind. They are creations of the mind. They're limited because the mind has been limited perhaps by our beliefs, by the way we were brought up, by the culture that we lived in, and our hearts no longer want to have these limitations imposed on them. This could be what the High Priestess is figuring out by going within, by examining her inner landscape, finding where these patterns have led to this 10 of Swords, and reaching this point of saying no longer. We are moving on to a place of success. Now the Page of Swords and the 5 of Wands, for some reason I'm connecting these two cards. I see them as different from from this story here. The Page of Swords, if you see his expression on his face, he's sort of looking like he's unsure at this 6 of Wands, like maybe he's wondering how did he make that leap? How did he go to this 3 to this 6? How did that happen? And we have the 5 of Wands beneath. And the 5 of Wands is a push and pull. Here it looks like there's a competition going on. And that could be this Page of Swords. The Page is an immature energy. So, and competition is really sort of, it can be healthy competition, and there could be competition that is not necessary here. And I think this Page of Swords, he represents this immature competition that is unnecessary and looks like unsuccessful, because we have you exhibiting this 6 of Wands energy, and in the center this 6 of Pentacles, this equal give and take, that you're now in a position to give to others because you've been recognized for your work. And you've also put in the work of going inward, seeing where your patterns no longer serve you, and putting an end to it. Putting an end to possibly this unnecessary competition here with the 5 of Wands. So let's read the healing process for number 19, Holy Sisters. Sit with your hands open, palms facing up. You may wish to hold the guidebook while I'm holding it. Have one hand near your heart chakra facing up, as if to receive grace pouring down from heaven. Say this invocation aloud if you can. I call upon Kuan Yin, who loves me unconditionally, and the blessings, grace, and intervention on my behalf of all holy sisters and holy brothers who can be of benefit to my path and therefore their greatest good. I forgive and release all betrayals, power struggles, abandonments, grief, rejections, and disappointments from this or any lifetime. I forgive myself and others now, as I no longer wish to hold on to the past. I am open to supportive relationships that generate love and wisdom. I offer the love in my heart to those connections, and through my open heart I attract great assistance in all matters in my life, spiritual and physical. I give thanks for these blessings now. I ask that any and all groups, endeavors I am connected with and spiritually empowered to pray for be granted healing, support, and divine intervention for the greatest good. Through my own free will, so be it. Put your hands in prayer close to your eyes and to bow your head for a few moments. You have finished the healing process. So Scorpio, one thing that really stood out for me was I forgive and release all betrayals, which is this power, this 3 of Swords. I release all betrayals, power struggles, abandonments, grief and rejections and disappointments from this or any lifetime. I forgive myself and others now, as I no longer wish to hold on to the past. So that's pretty powerful, and I think that that goes perfectly with this reading. Thanks for watching, Scorpio. Please like the video if you liked it, and leave me a comment. Bye, Scorpio.